Yeah, it's going to be simple. It's going to be an energy where you feel you're releasing. So I do feel with the simplicity, probably it's going to go fairly well. Looks like it'll kind of relieve some stress, maybe some anxiety, but it's going to be simple, light. Probably have a light meal. The conversation will be, basically simple stuff, just calm. Yeah, but it's going to be release something. So there could be talk about this. Okay, keep it simple, especially if it's somebody that it's your first date. Yeah, I do see the energy of new. Yeah, see, it's an energy of releasing something too, but I actually feel this is actually really nice. You may talk about some relationship stuff, but I feel it has to do with those hopes and dreams too. See, letting something go. So like I say, keeping things kind of simple, don't make it too complicated, but there's some happiness and joy there. So nice. It could be at someone's home or close to home. Yeah, or mutual, someplace mutual. You may meet somewhere. How will your next date go? How will your next date go? Yeah, you're going to move forward. You're going to move forward. Yeah, so it has to do with new. It looks like a new person. You may go to a new place, someplace that's simple, okay, or easy. This is going to be easy. It's going to flow, put it that way. Yeah, I just want to look at the release a little bit more. How is this date going to go? Yeah, you're going to be letting your guard down. So it's going to take a little bit to let your guard down, but I feel like you will. Yeah, see, releasing. It's all about releasing, letting your guard down. Yeah, because it's going to be simple. It's going to go easy. Yeah, it's not going to be complicated. So maybe not simple as a simple date or anything, but it could be. It's here, simplicity, light as a feather. See the blue skies? So it's actually going to be really nice. Yeah, could be indoors or outdoors, depends where you are. How will your next date go? Yeah, see, someone's going to be letting go of some baggage, or if it feels heavy or you're just feeling a little guarded, letting your guard down, just letting things go. See, letting go of anything that's bothering you. If there's been something bothering you, now if this is more a date that you're having with someone where you've had a few dates or something's happened, you're going to be letting it go. Okay, anything that's bothering you, you'll be letting it go. So possibly even a new beginning, or just everything clearing up. Wow, let's have a look at the stars. Yeah, so you can see the moon. There was some confusion, illusion, things that were unknown, hidden, something deeply emotional. Going to be just able to let this go. So there's clarity. Yeah, see, it's an energy of being in alignment. You're going to be in alignment. Some of you could go out and look at the stars. You could take a walk. I see a path, but you're going to move forward with this person. You're going to move forward with them. Yeah, clearing things up, any kind of confusion. Maybe sharing a few things about yourself. Okay, now that has to do with whether it's mutual or not. There could be a little confusion about that, but I do think you'll see, if it's someone new, you're definitely going to be seeing each other again. But I feel it's all about clearing things up. Yeah, any kind of confusion. Yeah, there's emotions. Probably just going to keep your emotions to yourself. But eventually that'll be letting it go. I feel you both feel the same. Mutual, okay? So it is your hopes and dreams. Both of you are going to be feeling the same, that this moves forward. Yeah, so it's important, I feel, for anything that's bothering you or weighing you down, that you want to know the burdens, right? Laying down the burdens. So nice. Yeah. But I actually feel it'll be, when you connect with this person, you're going to feel lighter. You're going to feel lighter. You're going to feel better. Okay, so it might even help you let go of some baggage, especially if this moves forward. Let's have a look at the Four of Wands. Yeah, look at that moving. Lots of talking about things you're really passionate about. Definitely forward movement. There'll be momentum here. Yeah, some of you too, like I say, it's putting all this behind. See, it's leaving that behind and moving forward. So I feel that's what you're going to be letting this all go, because it doesn't serve. None of it serves or really matters. Okay. at that point. It's going to be hard to let your guards down, though, but you can see a fresh new start. So I love this card for that. Yeah. Do they love me? Do they not? Kind of energy there, too. Yeah. So someone, I feel this is somebody who really wants to come on fairly strong and move quickly, but I see being patient. Okay. Taking a step back. Feeling differently. You're going to feel different about each other at that point. You could air some differences, like I say, baggage. Any kind of date, technically. Some of you, it's definitely a new person. It'll be a first date where it'll just be take a bit to let your guard down. And it's likely both of you. It'll be a relief, put it that way. Yeah, releasing. So very nice, yeah. And when the Queen of Pentacles shows up too, that also tells me they want to move forward, but you can see, don't act like you're not interested. If you are, it won't serve you. Make sure you let this person know that you're interested, because that's where there could be a little confusion. Things might start to feel off, okay? Or this is what you're going to be talking about, okay? Something to do with that, especially if you've had already had something going on. But this is definitely of someone patient, being very gracious. Often somebody with good manners, very calm, very grounded. Yeah, I think you can see a future with this person. Yeah, but you're gonna get comfortable with each other. See, it's just gonna take a little time to get comfortable, let your guards down. And it's okay to communicate that if you start feeling something is off. But I feel it's saying everything's gonna be all right. See? It's building a foundation. You might go to somebody's home if you know them, okay? If you know them and you've already had, because there's that been there, done that. Don't act like you're not interested if you are in a relationship or marriage, because this is someone seeing you as marriage material. But I feel it's just that little bit. Don't act aloof like the Queen of Pentacles. It's good to be gracious. Just the negative energy of the Queen of Pentacles is often focusing too much on money or talking too much about money. You might talk about your home, but it's all about getting comfortable. I feel more than anything. But just watch the aloof, acting like you're not interested. Yeah, and sometimes it's just because you're trying to be very gracious and calm. Try not to say too much or talk too much, right? Too much, too fast. Yeah, so I feel for the most part, it's just saying, just be calm, be patient, just chill. It's all going to be all right. So, yeah, I'm going to grab a couple more cards. So I'm going to use this Lenormand deck and see what comes out. So what happened with that Seven of Wands? That there was this little bit of guarded energy, not wanting to let the guard down. Yeah, so there are some things you wanted to know. So it's teaching someone how you want to be treated, but it's energy of being wise and making a wise choice. So for the feminine energy, Queen of Swords, you maybe, the swords up, your guards up, and this person communicates. But it has to do with something that already happened. It may have nothing to do with this person. In fact, it could be where it's weighing heavily on you. Maybe you haven't dated in a while or something. But like I say, it has to do with some sort of choice. Yeah. So like I say, it's your choice. You can choose, to let your guard down, let this person in. This is often a guarded person. Queen of Pentacles can be quite guarded, Okay, let's have a look. Oh, yeah, something to do with the time. Something to do with time. So I hope this isn't someone who's late. So if they are late, you might want to call them out on it, but do it in a gracious way. So it does say being patient, but it has to do with the timing or something that happened to do with timing. So it may have been the timing of something. It's possible someone was just letting go of somebody, releasing, and then, yeah. But whatever it is, it's cutting it out, letting it go, letting the guard down too, making a choice, time to be patient, it says. Yeah, it's the timing. Don't be late. Yeah, I see being a lady. Yeah, I see behaving like a lady. So I'm saying manners. Ace of Pentacles, the opportunity, the invitation. Yeah, I gotta be surprised. I mean, it could be something that's happened to you before where you have a hard time letting your guard down if you're the feminine. But honestly, I feel the feeling is mutual. Little confusion, things that need to be cleared up for those of you who already have experienced something with this person. But I see someone being gracious, being a lady. There's that Ace of Pentacles right there with it. Tell me about the Sun. Yeah, everything's coming out in the open. It's going to be happy. I feel generally just getting something off your chest. Maybe you just want to get something off your chest, but in a gracious way, always being a lady. So in other words, watching your words, your manners. You're going to be trying to do everything perfect. Don't try to be 100% perfect in every way, okay? Yeah, now we got the man. And the man's going to start the conversation. The man's the one to get this going. Look at that, the lady and the man. And the Ace of Cups. So they have that, their cup runneth over. This is someone who's going to keep their feelings to themselves. But there's some feelings here. So, yeah, it's just somebody who probably wants love. And like I say, it's just they're taking a step back, just checking things out. You know, yeah, seeing if you're each other's type for those of you where it's new. Yeah, but there's going to be talk about something for some of you where you've been there, done that, or you've been with this person before, it's telling me. Yeah, something about a house, a home, marriage. Yeah, so don't act like you're not interested if you are, definitely. Feel that's the biggest energy. Because it's about letting the guard down. Sometimes people have a hard time letting their guard down, letting people in. See, privacy. This is often a very private person. I feel like you're going to go someplace private too, possibly to talk, if you know them. If you don't know them, that wouldn't be it's your first date, like online dating or anything like that. Be really careful. Yeah. So I say it's an energy of just patience, tempering the passions, tempering the emotions. There's no temper. Everything's calm. This person's a mature man, wearing their heart on their sleeve, but they're keeping it to themselves. You might feel something's a little off, or they might. Like it's going to take a bit to get comfortable, or to, make each other comfortable. Yeah, you got to take off the masks. See, taking off your masks. That's what it is, letting the guard down, taking off the mask. In other words, smile. Okay, be friendly, let them in. Because you're going to feel something is off. See, it'll feel, and it's just the fear that it will be. That this person's not right or they won't be your type. So take off the mask. And I don't think this is someone hiding secrecy. It's the mask. Letting someone in. I feel it's the feminine. And if it, and it could be because of something another person did. There's something to do with the time. It's just saying to be patient. Patient with yourself, but yeah. Tell me, I'm going to go over that again with another deck to see if that's somebody being late or something. But let's have a look at Temperance. Yeah, see, clearing things up. This is kind of similar to a couple of these cards coming out in another reading, but, I mean, there's only so many here. See, clearing things up, the 6, moving forward. You're going to move forward with this person. I wouldn't be, like I say, it's letting off the mask. Just show your true self. Be yourself. Just be yourself, okay? I mean, they may have a hard time showing you their inner self, but I feel they're going to be the one expressing themselves. Happy, smiley. There's nothing to fear here. I can tell you that. See, it's a little fear. Yeah. If this person invites you to their home and you've had something with them where things start feeling off, I'm not so sure you have anything to worry about. But like I say, if you don't know this person, or you've only had a cup of coffee, you met them online, don't go to their home. Yeah, but I feel some of you, I just feel like this person's smiley, happy, so I feel it's the feminine. It might take you a little time to get comfortable. Don't be afraid to explain. Okay, I feel, and it could be maybe more comfortable at their home, or you might invite them to your home. So it's about taking off the mask, showing your true selves. See, clearing things up about feelings, emotions, things that are confusion. See, having a talk, King of Swords, they speak truth. It has to do with connecting, being friends, making you comfortable. They're happy with friends first. They'll treat you like a friend. Yeah, so, and maybe that's what you're going to want. You don't want to rush into anything. But yeah, just like I say, I feel there's just that energy of they are very much tempted to, you know, go a little fast, but they're mature. This person's mature. Okay, so it's an energy of preparing. I feel like some of you are prepared, or you won't be prepared for it, or they weren't. Somebody's not going to be prepared. It's something about the time. Okay, something about the time, letting the guard down. Yeah, feeling a little defensive or something here. Like it just comes in. It's probably just going to, this person may reach out. They're very spontaneous, possibly. Fast moving, incoming. But yeah, I feel make, friends first till you get comfortable. Very nice. King of Swords. They speak truth. They have integrity. This person's wise too. They'll know that you're probably hiding something, your feelings. They'll tell you, don't hide anything, because they have the BS detector. The King of Swords is there. They'll know. Okay? But I see you talk. I actually see you seeing eye to eye in a lot of things. Yeah, you might have children, talk about children. I do see being playful, funny, youthful too. Energy with that. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. This person's this isn't somebody who's going to rush you into anything. No, I don't see that at all. So there's the date. One more. Yeah, so I do see good news. And Queen of Cups, see, being a little more emotional, more receptive. I see good news, news of something new. So there's talking about things. Somebody may have a new grandchild or a new child. Could be in the family, but there could be talk about these kind of things. And there could be, with this too, it's also reminiscing about things that are confusing, things they didn't know they wanted to know. But there's also like their hopes and dreams, what they were hoping. So this person's hopeful. Okay? Yeah. I think you can trust this person. I feel they speak truth. That they will go slow. They're not in a rush. This person might tell you they rushed into something before and ended up with a child. I feel like you're going to have a lot of passion, talk, sense of humor, all that. But it's all about that mask coming off. And I feel it's going to be the feminine. They're taking off the mask. Now, I do see a little Aquarius and some Cancer energy. So somebody might not be the most emotional. I don't think this is going to be romantic. I feel this is someone, maybe thinking it could turn into that, or you want that. But I think they're going to be the one to break the ice and let's just go slow. Yeah, so that you can let your guard down. Yeah, tell me more about the mask. Why is it here? They're going to show you their true self. They'll, and I still feel it's the feminine. Yeah, see, feeling confident, taming the beast within themselves, showing their true self. Yeah, they will. But it's telling you to. It's about being real. Aquarius energy is often about being real. Okay? And realistic. If you feel something is off, then it may be off. If it feels right, which I feel it's going to, because I'm seeing this Queen of Cups. The news of something new. So maybe there'll be a new child or a new house, a new home, something new being talked to. But like I say, it's a motherly energy, maybe talking about children or grandchildren or wanting children or not. Yeah, if you want children, you might not want to bring that up unless it's asked at that point. I guess it depends how you go about it. I'm trying to visualize how a masculine would feel. Yeah. It's not good for a first date, but maybe that's what the talk is about, wanting children, family, motherly energy. Yeah, something to do with a home. Definitely something to do with a home. I think you're going to feel at home with each other very quickly. Yeah, someone may have children still living at home. So, but other than that, I feel it's going to be fairly simple. I don't think it's going to be a really long conversation, but it's about I think it'll move forward. You'll invite this person to your home. See, hosting. See, you might decide to host this person at your home where you're more comfortable. Okay, or they might give you that option. Would you rather be comfortable at my house or your house? You see, because they want to talk. This is someone who wants to talk. So some of you, it's just a first date, and you know, but you could be talking about your homes, your family, your history, because the Six of Cups energy is there. You know, do you have children, all these things for the first date. It just, like I say, it all depends. If you meet someone on a dating site, you may have talked of these things. But, you know, like I say, chit-chat, and I see a lot of passion, passionate kind of communication, a lot of talk. Yeah. And talking about being busy, the things you're doing, maybe working on your home, working from home, all these things. So, yeah, just chit-chat for the most part. For those of you where there was some baggage or something bothering you, this is about getting things off your chests. Yeah, saying something, but it could be telling you that may not be the right time to maybe just let it go for them. Okay? But if this person asks you if something was bothering you, don't hide behind that mask. Let them know. But I do see doing everything patiently, tempering your words, your emotions. Feel like you're really going to have yourself under control for the most part. But, I mean, the mask could mean many things, but it's not this person. They speak the truth. I have to be honest. They're wearing their heart on their sleeve, basically. The sun, they want to get something going. I feel they're going to be smiling and be pretty happy. This is also someone who kind of, you know, knows what makes them happy. Yeah, a lot of talk about work, putting in effort, perfecting their craft. So a little bit of a perfectionist, maybe both of you have that. That's nice. It's an energy of whether this will work or not. Yeah, I do see this person being bold, playful, youthful, having a good time, living in the moment. I really feel you're going to go down this path with this person. Even if you've had an issue with them. I don't know if there's somebody who's late all the time or but there's something about the timing. It may not be the right time to bring up something, or is it? You're going to have to make a decision there too, because I almost didn't realize that. Or whatever happened, if this person maybe pushed you away or got defensive or something happened between you and it's been bothering. I feel it's bothering the feminine, but if it's bothering the masculine, it's all going to come out in the open. It's all good. Whoever it is, I mean, it's possible this is someone who has just ended a relationship. There could be an ending of a relationship, moving out, moving on. Sometimes the mask is someone who hides how they feel. There may have been some sadness or something there, so that's going to be cleared up if that's your story. Okay, so pretty positive for the most part for the next date. Some of you, it could be a little bit romantic. It depends on how many dates, but it's going to be your house or their house, I feel, for some of you. Let's see what else happens on this date. What else happens? Yeah, crossroads, crossing paths, the 6. Yeah, you're going to be seeing each other again. Yeah, so it has to do with taking it. Some of you, you're taking something to the next level. Okay. Some of you are going to take it to the next level for the first time. Others of you, you'll cross that path when you come to it. You're going to be friends for a while first, Queen of Pentacles, until you get comfortable for the feminine. And it's also about comfortable home, making you comfortable. Okay. You might feel a little uncomfortable at first, but I feel it's all going to be fine too, like I say. So, yeah, just a basic energy. A lady and a man getting together, minding their manners. What else do you need to know about this person? Let's just pull that out. Tell me about the man. What do you need to know? Those of you who don't know who it is. Yeah, they are definitely somebody who wants love. Yeah, I do see taking a risk, taking a leap of faith, living in the moment. So it looks like it's going to be spontaneous for some of you. Maybe the timing's going to be a little off and you get a little guarded because it has to do with hosting. Maybe you're not prepared, ready to do with your house. It's telling you to get prepared. If this is somebody where you've had a date or something already where you rather invite them to your home, it's telling you to prepare. Okay? But there's some things that you're going to leave that may not serve to bring up now till the next time. Yeah, because you're both going in that energy of living in the moment here, playful, youthful, maybe even a little flirting for some of you. But I don't really see the Queen of Pentacles doing a lot of flirting, so that may be for some people. But it's about doing it together. You're going to do something together here. Yeah, you're going to be spending some time, I feel, with this person. Yeah, you can see being single. Yeah, living alone. There's all this. Do you live alone? Do you have children? For those of you where it's someone new. Others of you, I'm going to be honest, we have someone who's very independent. So I see friends first till you're sure. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles is often very independent. But it's whether you see this person in your future. So it's getting comfortable. Like I say, there's some of you got children, being comfortable because of children, to do with homes. Yeah, and that's coming out again too. So that means some of you, you definitely want to see the person again. Some of you, there's things, again, crossing that bridge when you come to it until you both get comfortable with each other. You won't be taking it to the next level just yet. I don't think this person's pushy at all. I don't get the vibe, but like I say, a little flirty, playful, nothing major, okay? Mostly I feel good sense of humor and just, you're both just going for it. It's spontaneous. Yeah, you can see the ship, so it could be someone who's at a distance for some of you too. But I do see 3, so yeah, you're going to have a few dates with this person. It's going to take a few till you get comfortable here. But it's a 10 of Pentacles. You're safe with this person. I see going out, taking you on a date. I do see, if it isn't romantic the first few times, it will be romantic eventually. Okay, no, the ship hasn't sailed. It's not too late. I think you're going to be talking about work, things that you do. When I see the ship, that's e-commerce, working online, things like that too. Talking about travel, where you live, trips, things like that. Yeah, you're learning about each other. It's both of you too, not wanting, with the 10 of Swords, not wanting to make mistakes you've done in the past by speaking too soon, being a fool, saying the wrong things. All that's here too. So it's your typical first date for a lot of you, even if it is somebody that you've dated before in the past with that 6 of Cups energy. You know, you're going to feel like kids again too. Any of you are older, you're going to feel like kids again too. Like I say, being kind of shy and not really want to say the wrong thing. But if it is someone you've seen before, definitely they'll be reminiscing and stuff. Things that you do, you know, life, children, whatever it may be. Your likes and dislikes too, with the 10 of Cups that was with the other card. What makes you happy, you know, feeling pretty happy, fulfilled. I think you're going to have a pretty good time for the most part. Especially if it's somebody who's fairly new or you're only on like maybe second, third date. See, you can see we've got the 2 of Wands twice. We've got the taking a leap of faith, taking a risk. Okay, I don't feel the Queen of Pentacles energy is wanting to take that risk of going to the next level till you've had a few dates. Or you get to know each other more with the ship. Taking more time to get to know each other, learning lessons from the past is definitely there. But see, learning. So you're going to be learning things, your history, your lifestyle. Yeah, especially if it's someone you knew when you were younger and you're coming together. For some of you, I can see that too. So yeah, pretty good stuff for the most part. I'm just hoping somebody isn't late. That's the only thing. Or it's about, it may take time to let your guard down, or something that you want to talk about with someone to get off your chest that's bothering you, or they do, may wait for another time. Because I feel it's something kind of not really worth it at that point. But like I say, cross that bridge when you come to it. So take care. See you soon.